Well, let's talk more about the United States and Cuba, and to do so, we're joined by Jeri Rice, not the NFL player, but Jeri, Jeri Rice, the executive producer of the new documentary Embargo, as she Skypes in from Park City, Utah, to the documentary. You're having a screening this afternoon, correct?
We are. I just finished this cut of Embargo, and we are screening. We have a private screening, just an initial screening here in Park City at 3:30.
So, Jeri, can you give us just a little sneak peek of what it's about?
Well, I'm an American citizen that traveled to Cuba with a university group of women. And I went there in 2002, and I was really taken by the Cuban people and about the poverty on the island and what I saw. And this is a movie that I started in 2002 and I've just completed, and it really is a time capsule of how this embargo has not only affected Cuba, but how it's affected the United States. And it's told by the people that are the most unlikely, really, but the people like Robert Kennedy Jr. and Sergei Khrushchev and President Ricardo Alarcón from Cuba. So what I tried to do in this movie is I tried to get all of the enemies and have them tell the story from their personal experiences. And basically Embargo fits it all together. And I think we understand why we are where we are today and the reason why and how to move forward.
No less a political and military leader than Dwight Eisenhower said he was convinced if people to people, if there could be that exchange rather than all the implications of geopolitics, people would opt for peace. But I'm interested on the distinction. You said in addition to some historic figures or the progeny of those who played a major role back in the Cuban Missile Crisis, I'm wondering, did you ever get a chance to visit with Fidel Castro or his brother Raul?
Well, it was interesting because I went into a room with a group of 40 women, and surprisingly, about 30 feet away from me was Fidel Castro. And yes, I did get the chance to meet him, and I did get the chance to personally talk to him. And I think the thing that really started me on this path was what he said to me, I believed had tremendous historic significance. And in 2002, when I met Castro, he said, I tried to create a utopia and I failed, and I don't have time to fix it. And if you had come before this moment, I never would have said that to you. And for me, I mean, he had recognized the failure. But the question is, how do we then go forward? I mean, we are human beings, each and every one of us, and we all make mistakes. And some of them are globally significant. And then yet, who suffers? And it's the people. And the Cuban people, if you met the Cuban people and you saw how their ingenuity and their joy and the music and the life on that island, as tragic as it is, they have not killed the Cuban spirit.
And on that note, Jeri, I'm sorry, the clock has taken hold of us. We look forward to lifting the embargo on your documentary, Embargo, and we'll invite folks to take a look at it and decide for themselves. Jeri Rice, you have our thanks. And Hour 2 of America's Forum is straight ahead here on Newsmax TV.